So the other day I was taking an English test, and one of the essay questions was referring to a poem that was written by a sailor in that unit. In this poem, you can't help but see the fascination the writer had with the ocean, the perplexing beauty it contained, as well as the untamed danger. The question said that scholars believe this fascination the writer had with the sea was actually an analogy the writer used for life. So rather, the writer was perplexed by life. After letting that sink in, I was in absolute awe. And thinking it over, I don't believe there is a better analogy that we can use for life. Life is like an ocean. Standing back, it's a masterpiece, a piece of art. But in the middle of it, it seems a lot scarier than what it really is. Now, if life is like an ocean, then I must be like a boat. Created beautifully, shaped and crafted carefully, designed for a very specific purpose. Strong enough to embrace the waves, yet nimble enough to be moved by the wind. Let me be honest though. If I'm a boat that I'm on some troubled water, I see the waves in front of me and I feel a storm that is brewing, and the sense of peace and safety is all but a distant memory because this storm in front of me is all too intimidating. I am lost and moving in a direction that takes me closer to the eye of the storm, to where the waves are growing stronger and stronger. And without even thinking about what I've done, I've blinked my eyes. Now I'm in the middle of it all. Darkness surrounds me in every which way. The waves are upon me. They are rising, ever continually rising. Silence. Nothing. I'm at a standstill. And almost poetically, the moment I ask myself what it is that is going on is the same moment at which everything goes wrong. Everything seems as if it has exploded. I see the waves come rushing towards me, and before I know it, those same waves are crashing into me. My boat is rocking, shaking, violently rumbling in every which way as the waves come crashing. The water is coming in. I have no idea what it is that I'm doing. And I feel as if I'm sinking. I've lost my grip. I've lost who I am. And all too soon I will be but a distant memory, just like that greatly missed sense of peace and safety. All because I'm sinking. But that sinking never comes, because I've been created to take on those waves. I was created to float on this troubled water. I've realized I'm just the boat. No idea what I'm doing, all because my captain is the one that is steering. I remember that my captain can steer me clear of these storms, and he has steered me clear of them many, many, many times before. I'm in open water now. It finally dawns on me there was a reason I was untied from that dock that was holding me back. I'm not on this journey alone. Even though I was set free, I have a captain that still guides me through this ever so intimidating sea. And my captain is in love with me. Sure, I've been in trouble. Sure, I've took on some water. Sure, my hull is damaged from the battles I have won and the battles I have lost. But none of that matters because my captain is the same one that died up on that cross. My captain has patched my holes with a few nails and a solid plank of love. And my captain has made me like new again. And my captain will guide me through those storms again. All because I am his vessel that was created beautifully, shaped and crafted carefully, all in order to perfectly fulfill that very specific purpose. My captain takes me along the rocks and through the storms, all in order to get me to that water for which I've been made to sail across, all the while knowing he made me to endure these hardships. He's made me to endure this troubled water. My captain is what keeps me going, what keeps me sailing, because on my own, I have no idea what it is that I'm doing. This life isn't something I've just thrown together. I've done nothing to get myself to this place that I'm at. All of this, all of who I am, all of the stuff I've gone through, isn't a product of something I have done. The only thing I have done is accepted the fact that I'm just a boat, and I've allowed my captain to take control. I have let go of the ship's wheel and handed it over for my captain to steer, because I am more than positive he is skilled enough to free me of this troubled water. Now here's the point to all of this. Life is by no means easy. It's a terrifying, frustrating, and never-ending battle. But those battles are the same ones that shape us into who we are today. Those battles teach us something new every day. Every scar in our hull reminds us of the rocks we've encountered, the battles we have conquered, and the storms we have lived through. God doesn't promise us that this will be easy, but He does promise us that it will all be worth it. Sometimes the battles and struggles of life help shape us into the battle-tested vessel that He needs. Yes, we may be beaten, scarred, and maybe even leaking a bit, but nonetheless we are able to perfectly fulfill what He asks of us. And when we fully understand that, when we truly believe that fact, everything changes. The storms of life become so much smaller, the water so much shallower, and the sky ever increasingly brighter. Holding that truth in our heart changes everything. The waves of life can't even sway us anymore. Now the only overwhelming waves that we still encounter are the waves of love that Christ has for us. Now, despite what you may want to believe, you and I have been created to deal with the troubles of life. I certainly understand that in some situations we feel as if we are sinking. We feel like every attempt to fix a bad situation is failing. But here's the truth. God's grip on the ship's wheel is by no means loose. He tightly holds on to you, and He will guide you through. I promise you, there's a reason you've been placed here on earth. God didn't just forget about you the moment after your birth. And as easy as a rhyme as that was, it doesn't change the fact that my God is the creator of everything. And that doesn't fail to apply to you. You can get through this. Because like every good captain, my God doesn't just abandon ships when the going gets rough. He loves you far too much to let you drift away. I can't stress to you enough how important it is that we remember this. Honestly, I can promise you that we all have more storms to get through. But they're so much less intimidating when we remember that He has created us to float on this troubled water.